Da ist der Durchgang in Flints Zimmer. So, was haben wir denn hier?
Hey, a flashlight. But there are no batteries inside.
There's bound to be some in the house.
We can ask Rusty if he'll give us one of his. I'll take the flashlight with me.
Fragen wir dann, wir haben ja schon Taschen.
A book
Batterie.
titled It's a Wonderful Lie, The Judicial System and How to Exploit It for Profit. So many stupid words. I hate boring books. It looks pretty. The sand, I bet, came from somewhere far away.
That dim-witted boy sells these down at the local market. So the sand probably came from...
Nope, somewhere far away. Maybe some desert.
Sure, the desert.
I just love these old paintings. If I fail in my quest to become a world-renowned novelist and Pulitzer Prize winner, maybe I'll become a painter.
Sure. Are they letting just anyone be a painter these days?
Hey, I'm only 10 years old. The world is my oyster.
Please, whoever finds this log, I'm one of the developers, bear with me. I didn't want to do it. They've made me. Please send some... Oh no, I can hear him coming.
Was? Okay. Ein Audiolog.
Wow, that's just disturbing.
Yep.
Yep.
Only for looking, not for touching, according to my mom. It's a decorative plaque of some sort, or an award for wood chopping? I don't really know. My grandpa's books. I know you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but these look so boring.
Keine bunten Bildchen, ne? Aus einem Buch fällt auf.
A book titled Indoctrination of Roman Dutch Law in the Courts of South Africa. Well, that makes no sense whatsoever.
Okay, ein Globus.
So many places to visit. If I had a lot of money, I would spin this and travel to where my finger lands. Hopefully not in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
Na, rühren wir's mal.
Let's take this bad boy for a spin.
Und?
So many. If I hopefully not. Let's take this.
Okay, Achievement. Hab ich mir doch gedacht. Gemälde.
Always loved this painting. It looks familiar in a way. I feel like I've been there before.
Huh, yeah? How come you're not in it?
Bei den Büchern, hier ist auch, warte mal, Buchbücher? Ist da noch ein einzelnes Buch? Nein, das ist nur hier.
A book titled Copyright Infringement Law. Such nonsense made-up words.
Schön wär's.
My grandpa's books. I know.
Schön wär's. Hier noch.
A book titled A Generic Book Title Here. That's, unimaginative.
Ja, nicht besonders. Scharfe
It's
Blätter.
growing from the sand.
Aren't you perceptive, doll? You should have been a detective.
And you should have been a 10-year-old girl, because you throw like one.
Sehr schön. So, bei dem Schreibtisch. Was haben wir denn Feines hier? Zigarettenkiste.
Ew, cigars are
Cigar.
gross. Of all the places in the world, the flavor country seems least appealing to me.
Ein geöffnetes Buch.
Lex injusta non est lex? Funny made-up words. Although they have a certain righteous ring to them.
Was nochmal? Moment, das können wir doch mal googeln, ganz fix.
Lex injusta non est lex? Funny made-up words. Although they have a certain righteous ring to them.
An unjust law is no law at all. Also ein nicht rechtes Gesetz ist auch kein Gesetz. Okay, also Rechtsmittel wieder, die es hier geht.
This chair is so comfortable, but we don't have time to sit around. Well, Ted will probably need to at some point. He's getting old.
Huh? Ah, I wasn't listening. You just ramble on and on sometimes.
You didn't hear me 'cause you're old.
Ist das süß.
Highly breakable. Believe me, I know. Nothing interesting about it. Just shining away. I have a similar one in my room.
You have the same lamp in your room. It's just asset reuse. Those lazy artists.
Oh, schön, auch die 4. Dimension durchbrochen. Das Spiel wird immer besser. Anubis-Statue, was kann man denn damit machen? Drücken auf die Nase? Bonbons drin? Was ist dahinter? Oder da drin?
There's a number written underneath. 107. What does it mean?
10-7's the police code for an unconscious or a dead person.
That's a little grim.
I don't make the rules. I sure as hell don't follow them either.
107, also irgendwo, wenn wir uns safe haben. Okay. Wir haben... Wollen wir schon ins Bad mal gehen? Wir probieren erstmal das Loch in der Wand. Kommen wir da überhaupt durch? Ich sehe dort Spinnweben.
This hole leads to Flint's room. It's covered in cobwebs, though. That's so gross. Go in, Ted, and check it out. I'll wait for you here.
I'm sorry, doll. As much as crawling through spider-infested holes sounds appealing to me, I have to pass. See, spiders tend to nest in my fur, and then I have to take a bath and go through this whole fumigation process. It's a mess.
Okay, brauchen Sie irgendwas erstmal. Würde sie es mit den Taschen machen, nur so Interesse, aber wir brauchen bestimmt irgendeinen Staubwedel oder was
I can't
ähnliches.
use that.
Okay, also mit der Taschenlampe erstmal ins Bad. Wir wollten doch Informationen über Batterien haben. Was? Wo ist der?
What the hell? What was that?
I don't know, Ted. Lights? Tricks?
Yeah, I guess. I'm getting too old for this.
Thing. This thing.
Yeah, sounds right.
Not really.
Mhm. Rusty?
Rust. Rust, we need a big favor.
What's this about, Bear?
Rusty, we need a battery for our flashlight. We thought you could help us out.
Sure, I got batteries, but here's the problem, miss. If I give you a battery, I gotta shut down for the rest of the night and...
Okay, dann will ja schließlich ein Auge. Ach, oh, rechte Hand. Rechter Mausklick ist Sachen anzeigen.
Can't you give us just one battery, Rusty? You'll still have a couple of them left, right?
Here's the thing, little miss. It's a closed circuit.
She knows. She's just playing on your soft side, Rust. We could take some of that edge off, Rust. Why don't you rest your eyes for a bit and let me and the doll here take over?
You? No offense, Bear. I respect you as much as anyone in Paper City, but this here is different. I don't think you could handle this red guy on your own. You should take care of Miss and Millie and leave the patrol to me.
Are you saying I'm not qualified for watch duty? We have to wrap this thing up, fast. There's a bottle of carrot juice in my desk that's longing for my return. We can keep an eye out for anyone suspicious in the meantime. Besides, you know I'm more than qualified. That nasty business from a couple of years ago, with them robots going missing. I was the one that brought that whole shady affair down, and you know it.
Are you trying to play me, Bear? I know you had nothing to do with that. That thing went so high up, there's no chance in hell Snoop like you even got close to wrapping it up.
You seem to have blown a fuse there, Rust. It was me who cracked that case, and I can prove it. I have the case file and the credentials, handed to me by the commissioner in my office somewhere.
Okay, settle down there, Bear. Let's make a deal. You show me the credentials, and I'll hand over the battery. It's not that I don't believe you. I just want to make sure you're not playing me is all.
Ted and Amber move away.
Oh my god, Ted, you're not supposed to read the brackets. A do-over?
Keep it rolling! We should get to my office. There's an old file I have to find.
What's this whole deal about anyways? Why can't he just give us a battery? We can keep an eye out.
Rust is having a hard time coping with what happened. He worked in that mill for over 20 years, and now suddenly he's got nothing to do. Let's just do this to humor him.
Poor Rust. Okay, you're right. Let's find that file.
I think by the time this is over, we're going to meet a lot of people in his position.
So, probieren wir was. Wir haben ja eine Batterie. Wahrscheinlich werden 2 gebraucht dafür, oder?
This won't work. It usually takes 2 or more of these.
Okay, genau. Damit es fest wird. So, das heißt, wir gehen nochmal in unser Zimmer rein. Und in den Schrank. Um die Phalanx. Sagt mal, hier unten ist irgend so ein Mittelstrich, sehe ich gerade. Beim Teppich.
There should be an old file here somewhere. Nasty business from a couple of years ago. The robot union hired me to look into several cases of robot kidnapping.
I remember
Roboterentführung.
that CEO of Illuminarium, Skinner, used robot parts to manufacture headlights at low prices.
Yep, I brought down that whole shady deal. Almost got shot in the process. Rust finds me unqualified for lookout duty. Probably thinks I'm a burnout.
You're not a burnout, Ted. I mean, you were more driven before, but I understand you've had a lot on your mind lately. Anyways, I'm really glad you're with me on this one.
Sure thing, doll. What, am I going to say no to you?
Thanks, Ted.
Don't mention it, partner.
Oh, die sind ja lieb miteinander. Komm, wir gehen in den Aktenschrank und suchen. Mal durch.
There. Is this it?
Yep, that's the one. Let's head back to that hothead robot.
Der hatte schon ein paar Kratzer. Also der Bär hat schon einiges erlebt auf jeden Fall. Also er ist schon länger. Ich will mal gucken hier auf dem Boden. Das sieht irgendwie so... weiß. Der hat auf jeden Fall schon viel mit uns erlebt. Mal schauen, was das genau, was dahinter steckt. So, wir übergeben hier ihm die Referenzen. Verwende Referenzen bei Rust.
There you go, buddy. Signed and authorized by Commissioner Locke himself. Anyways, we really need that battery now, Rust. Time's a factor here.
So it was you. I'll be damned. That was a big deal for us robots, you know. I always held you in high regard, Bear. But you just earned my utmost admiration, let me tell you. You can have my battery. I can use a little shut-eye, to be honest. Keep an eye out, and keep little Miss here safe. Oh, and check on Millie from time to time. Make sure she's all right.
Thanks, Rust. We won't let you down.
Thank you so much, Rusty. Get some sleep. We'll wake you up in the morning.
Oh. So, und damit haben wir jetzt 2 Batterien.
Hey, I got it working.
Rust,
Er schnarcht sogar. Als Maschine. Ist das schön. So, damit kommen wir jetzt ins Badezimmer. Muss ich das direkt auf das Badezimmer verwenden oder reicht es, wenn ich reingehe?
Are you even trying?
Okay, ich muss reingehen. Ah, schaut mal an. Die Kegelspitze bei ihr. Na, Bär?
I can barely see anything in here. Hope I don't trip over something.
So, was haben wir denn hier? Wir haben die Badewanne.
You should really know what this is by now, buddy.
It's where I take long showers and contemplate life. Also, I sing.
Ach, sie singt dort, alles klar. Der Staub wird interessant bestimmt.
Pairs of towels just hanging out. It's full of uninteresting stuff.
Medizin zum Beispiel.
Every time I look at it, I see a beautiful princess. She's bound to live a long and happy life in a castle somewhere in France and have lots of ponies.
Der Bär sagt nichts.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who will be a beautiful princess who's bound to live a long and happy life in a castle somewhere in France and have lots of ponies?
You are Amber? Like for toads.
I knew it.
Did that thing just talk?
I don't know. Did it?
Warum sagt nicht Bloody Mary vom Spiegel?
Used for not washing your face, because water is gross in the morning. It's a trash can. Surprisingly, it's full of trash. I'm not going through trash. It's just my work ethic.
Putzteig.
Used to clean around the house. No, but nice try, Mom.
Mist, ich dachte, sie merkt's nicht.
Used by oh so many French maids.
Okay. Wenn sie das sagt. So.
This duster may come in handy. I'll take it with me just in case.
Die Toilette.
Where's the money, Lebowski?
Ach, schön.
Classic TP, found in most bathrooms. What's there left to say that hasn't been published in Science Weekly already? Am I right?
TP?
A painting on the floor. Trying to get out of town, eh? You owe money to the art community. Listen here, man. I'll cut you a deal. I'll take on your debt and pay those money-grubbing watercolor pushers. Maybe I'll call you on your debt sometime. Maybe not. What do you say? Beats living on the run. A painting of something or another. It's too small to tell.
Gut, da können wir den Schrank
It's full of
anschauen.
bathroom stuff. Lots of creams and powders, also hair gel, a sponge thingy,
Oh, so.
some kind of paste, and so on. Intended to make you look presentable when applying for a low-income 9-to-5 position to grind away the days. I don't really know what all that means. I picked it up in a movie
Ich wollte
once.
gerade sagen, was redet ihr hier?
Nah, I'm pretty as it is.
Oh, schön. Das war
Fun
dran.
fact, if you stuff a bunch of them down the toilet and flush, the water will overflow and the repair guy will come to fix it. He will also complain about the economy and how he has to work on Sundays.
Kriegt Arbeitszuschlag.
Just some stuff I don't really care about.
Oh,
I
oh.
don't know what these are for, but I'm not allowed to take them. They taste terrible anyways.
Sie hat es also schon probiert. Gut, damit haben wir doch hier auch alles. Hast du ihn schon gesehen?
What's happening? What is this? Doll, you seeing this?
I don't know, Ted.
Oh,
What
Gott.
was that?
It's fine. It's nothing, probably. It's the middle of the night and the light is playing tricks on us. Let's go.
Die Vorstellung eines Kindes. Wir gehen gleich mal weiter. Ihm ist noch nichts passiert. Wir speichern mal lieber. Ich weiß nicht, ob man im Spiel sterben kann. So, und jetzt nehmen wir unseren Staubwedel und machen mal hier die Spinnweben weg.
There, I cleaned it up. Go crawl through.
Why don't you crawl through?
Obviously, I can't fit. Otherwise, I would totally do it.
Sure you would.
Moment, hier ist übrigens noch Schlüssel, genau. Den sollten wir vielleicht mitnehmen. Sie läuft langsam rüber. Er läuft langsam rüber.
There's a small key up there. It looks lonely.
I guess you could say. It's just hanging around.
Oh, ist das Spiel geil. Ich will mehr davon.
We'll have to find another way.
Haben wir irgendwas zum Werfen? Ich meine, Staubwedel könnte man auch nehmen, oder?
Come on.
Ja, sehr gut.
Do what with it?
Moment, mal ganz kurz gucken, wie dumm ist das Spiel, wenn wir das vergrößern, den Schlüssel, wird der größer, wird einfacher.
Do what with it?
Ne, okay, so nur natürlich machen sie es eigentlich. So, wer geht jetzt durch?
The case was spinning out of control. So fast I had to hold onto my hat. Nothing made sense, and it was getting more twisted by the
Gut.
minute. We've come across an old buddy of mine who has suddenly found himself out of purpose and place. The steel mill, where Rust worked for years, got blown to bits. Hundreds of hard-working, honest people lost their jobs overnight. The police are writing it off as an accident. Coincidentally, there were a lot of accidents this past week. The whole damn city was burning up and no one was doing anything about it. Did I pick the wrong time to get out of that dump? According to Rust and Millie, one man is responsible for all this mayhem. In 1 week, he's become a synonym for fear throughout the city, and police and thugs alike are shuddering at the mention of his name. They call him the Red Man. I have a strong feeling in my gut. It's all somehow connected. My retirement, the fires, and the official cover-up. What happened to Flint, the Red Man? It's all leading to her. I feel she is the key to all of this. The last piece of the puzzle I have to solve. Does she know more than she's led me to believe? Or have I let my suspicions get the better of me? It's hard for me to admit this. It's also downright stupid. But I've let myself trust her over the years we've worked together. And I have to trust her now. Sooner or later, we'll find ourselves back in that hellhole of a city. This bond I have with her will be the only thread I'll have to hold on to when things go from bad to worse. In Paper City, all bets are off, but the stakes were never as high as now.
Vor allem, jetzt will er wirklich alles zusammen. Der hat den Fall ja davor noch gar nicht gehabt, den haben wir ihm erst gegeben. Ach, guck einer an. rotes Stück und Mugshot Brothers. Mugshot ist ja eigentlich, sind die Fotos, wenn man hier gerade festgenommen wird. Die man auf der Wache macht, mit irgendeiner Nummer vor einem. Mugshots. Wo es auch schon einen gab, der angeblich so hübsch war, der danach einen Modelvertrag gekriegt hat. Das veröffentlicht wurde. Komisches Zeug, was ich weiß. Egal.
Just pants, neatly folded and thrown over the closet.
Level 6 Schwert. Warum nicht?
I'll just sell this sword and buy some revives for later.
Wiederbeleben für später. Ah, schön.
I should tear them in case I need to make a rope to climb down the window.
Gitarre.
Reserved for douching out at college.
Angebraten College, ja.
Storage space reserved for various miscellanea. An empty box. Just think of the possibilities. It's a cardboard box. I bet there are all kinds of useful things inside. A lamp. No, that's not right. It's a lamp. L-A-M-P. Depicting colors contained by various forms and shapes.
Warum ist denn das hier zusammengebaut? Ach nee, ist wahrscheinlich hier ist ein Strick dran, um das hier zu halten, nehme ich an.
It's got drawers. I guess the logical thing to do here would be to search the drawers for clues, but I'm not going to do that. I have my reasons.
Will es nämlich nicht machen.
A book titled Finding Missing Relatives for Dummies. That's oddly specific.
Ja, und erstaunlich passend. Seil.
Just some rope. I bet someone would find this extremely useful. Not me, though.
Etwas.
Oh, boy. I have no idea where the drawing guy went with this one.
Ist ein Kompass? Egal.
Empty sheets of paper spread across the table surface. What future awaits those sheets of paper? Will they ever become a book?
Tüte
Hard
Bonbons.
shell on the outside, sweet on the inside. Metaphors never end with you guys, huh? It's a small paper box. It reminds me of a cocktail recipe. Add 2-3 ice cubes, pour some liquor over them, mix it in your stomach, repeat. I call it the TED, trademarked. What is this? A car for ants? I don't like pillows. I'm far too rugged for such comfort.
Guckt mal, hier ist ein Besen.
Is it a monkey? Roses in a field? An orange? I'm really bad at appreciating art.
Oh, rotes Stoffstück.
Well, this thing really stands out.
Können wir es schon mitnehmen?
We'll have to find another way.
Okay, die Bettenburg. Wir müssen erst mit den Mugshot Brothers reden.
Lowlifes. I guess they are so used to police interrogations. Standing in front of bright lights is where they feel most at home.
Deswegen ist es auch so. Oh, es ist viel Liebe zum Detail in dem Spiel. Sehr schön.
I had a feeling I'd find you two lurking around. How is it that whenever something fishy goes down, you two are peeking around the corner?
Save your monologues for the shower, Snoop. We didn't do it.
And what exactly didn't you do?
Whatever you're implying we did or didn't do.
So you did it.
It depends.
Depends on what.
If we did whatever you're hinting that we did, or for that matter didn't do, and if the answer might incriminate us to a certain degree, then as a fact, I can state that we didn't do it. See? But if not doing it, whatever it is you're implying we did or didn't do would put us in the same position as in the previous statement, considering it was true, then we certainly did do it.
This is going nowhere. If you weren't a crook, you could have had a career as a lawyer, although the two aren't mutually exclusive.
Yeah? Well, if you weren't a Snoop, you could have had a career as a drunk, although the two aren't mutually exclusive, see?
Don't act smart with me, lowlife. I'll take you downtown faster than you can say I'm guilty. Now start spilling the beans, or this friendly get-together might turn out ugly for you too.
So, wo ist Flint?
Where is Flint Ashworth?
Beats me. He wasn't here when we arrived. Is he missing?
Die beiden Tickets, was?
No, I'm just asking because I have these 2 tickets for Wuthering Heights on ice.
Oh, it's just wonderful. The reviews are overwhelmingly positive.
Shut up, John. He's just pulling your leg.
So you're saying you had nothing to do with his disappearance?
Who do you take us for, Snoop? We ain't no kidnappers. The kid probably went to see his friends or something, see? Besides, he's a tough kid. I'm sure he's fine.
Sure, because kidnapping is way over the line for you two. It's one of the few things missing from your MO. Maybe you thought you should step up the game. Who put you up to it?
Whoa, as I said, we ain't no kidnappers, see? We may have our differences, you and I, but you know we would never go as far.
All right, you're off the hook. For now.
Okay, die waren's also
You two
nicht.
lowlifes heard anything
So
about the
gefühlt.
Red Man?
We might have heard something. My memory's a bit fuzzy these days, see?
Was wollen sie denn haben?
Tell me what you know, and the next time the Reef King asks me about you two, I'll forget about your whereabouts.
We've sorted it out with the sharks, Snoop. We started a nice little enterprise with them. See, me and John here have a way with the tourists. The deal is to take them on a nice little tour around our beautiful city that ends in his gambling house.
There are numerous attractive locations scattered throughout the city, but sometimes you just have to go that extra mile if you want to experience it the way the locals do. For instance, there's a lovely little deli store just off of Peril Street, halfway down to the harbor. Their madeleines are to die for. Just pick a spot on their beautiful terrace and enjoy a good book or a romantic evening with that special someone.
Yeah, see? That's right, John.
Huh! I bet whatever they keep in their wallets, by the end of the day, the shark sends his goons to clean them out when they leave. Am I right?
Well, yeah, but that's just his style, see?
I bet it is.
Oh, das ist schön.
So, why are you here exactly?
That's
Zwei
none of
Hausen.
your business, Snoop.
Listen here, you lowlife. I know you operate on the west side these days. I've seen you down with your face in the mud coming out from those 24-hour carrot bars near the harbor. I know you've seen things. You two better start being useful, or else.
Oi, Copernicus, how about you take a long walk down the shore pier, see? We ain't seen nothing. We're just a couple of them hard-working individuals, see? We know
Yeah,
our rights. We
hardworking.
pay them taxes and such. What's a snoop like you even gonna do? You ain't a cop, see?
You got that right, pal. I ain't a cop. That just means I can throw a couple of knuckle sandwiches your way before I take you two lowlifes in. Not that anyone would care. I can just say I found you that way, or that the Reef King got to you before I did.
Maybe it's time you leave two exemplary citizens like us alone and find yourself someone else you can bother, see? I hear that crazy old coot's been chasing seagulls down at the harbor lately. Maybe he can help you, see?
CBG. Haven't seen him in a while. You're saying he knows something?
It's worth a shot, ain't it? It's not like you're getting anywhere with us. It's just that getting the information out of him might prove to be quite a task, see?
Don't worry about that. Me and him go back a long way. He'll talk to me.
Okay, im Hafen soll man jetzt jemanden suchen.
Why'd you escape the city?
Who says we escaped? Me and John just came to enjoy ourselves out in the country, see? We might take up fishing or hiking. Yeah, those types of things.
That's just great news, Jimmy. I love it here. It's so relaxing.
Sure. And your escape had nothing to do with the recent activities regarding the Red Man?
What Red Man? Also, Snoop, Native American is the proper nomenclature, I do believe.
You know who I'm talking about, so stop playing dumb. Not you, big guy. I know you can't help it.
Help what? What are we talking about?
Forget it.
Oh.
I just don't get why you would protect someone that made you flee the city in the middle of the night.
Hold on there, Snoop. We're not protecting anyone. It's just that this guy, he's not your average sap, see?
You remember he's getting a bit better, eh?
Hey, we want to see this all sorted out as much as anyone. With all the folks leaving the city, it's bad for business.
Sure. I can only imagine. What do you know about him?
Not much, and the things we heard are mostly just stories. He's setting fires and whatnot down in the city. Wants to see it all burn, see? No one will stop this guy, Snoop. Not even you.
He's the reckoning this city was due for. He won't stop until everything is dust, and we lie forgotten in the sands of time.
What? What the hell are you talking about, John? Don't listen to him. He had a rough night.
Well, you two were useful as always. I have to go. When I come back, I hope, for your sake, nothing will be missing.
Besides the kid, you mean?
You trying to be funny, or you got the sudden urge to confess?
The first one, yeah. See you later, Snoop.
You'd better believe it. One more thing. You didn't find a key by any chance lying around the house.
Oh, yeah, we did. It was just lying on the floor.
That's what I thought. How about you hand it over to me? I'll keep it safe for you guys.
Sure thing, there you go. Now don't go telling people we never helped you. It's like we're partners now, see?
Sure.
John ist ein kleiner Elternzimmer, genau. Wir kommen aber immer noch nicht hier nicht das Fenster, an das rote Stoffstück.
We'll have to find another one.
Hier ist ein Besen. Warum kann hier Seil?
The weakest link in this whole construction. Maybe I could exploit that.
Dann nehmen wir einfach das Taschenmesser und schneiden es durch. Wir können den Besen ja mitnehmen, den brauchen wir nicht vorne für den anderen Stoffstück.
I'll take it with me. Maybe Millie can tell me something more about it.
Interessante zwei Typen. Sind das jetzt eher die Plüschtiere von Flint gewesen? Interessant im Noir-Stil.
Those two clowns are in there, not being useful as always.
Did you ask them about Flint?
I did. They didn't know anything. I think they're just hiding from someone.
The red man?
That's my best bet, but who knows with those two?
So Flint's not in there?
No.
What should we do, Ted? We have to find him.
Well, we're not going to find him standing here. We should check other rooms. Maybe he's hiding somewhere. Mugshots gave me this key to your parents' room that they, totally just found lying on the floor.
We should start there then.
Such forward ideas. You're going to be a fine detective one day.
Thanks, Bear. You too.
So, wir wollten auch mit dem roten Stoffstück mal bei Millie nachfragen, deswegen würde ich vorschlagen, wir gehen erstmal kurz zu Millie. Wenn es uns dann so angepriesen wird, dann sollten wir es auch tun.
Millie, we found this piece of red cloth in Flint's room. We thought you could tell us something more about it.
I'm afraid I don't recognize this particular fabric, but by the feel of it, it feels like a firefighter's uniform. I'm sorry, but that's as much as I can tell.
Was einfach
A
rot.
firefighter's uniform. This is getting stranger by the minute. What do you make of this doll?
I honestly don't know, Ted. I'm a bit shaken up at the moment. I have to go find Mom and Dad. Whoever this red man is, he's done something to Flint.
Please don't get your parents involved again. I suggest we head out to Paper City and see what we can dig up on this guy. We can go down to the docks and talk to CBG. He's bound to know something.
Beweise. Wir kriegen zumindest ein paar Achievements. Relativ schnell, viele. Muss man mal gucken, was es bedeutet. So, also das Elternzimmer, da haben wir jetzt den Schlüssel dafür. Ach so, Quatsch, wir haben das Schwert. Moment, damit kriegen wir vielleicht doch schon den Schlüssel. Total vergessen, dass wir das schon haben.
Come on.
Brauchen wir irgendwas, um zu zerschneiden? Okay, weiß ich noch nicht, was das wird, aber werden wir sehen. Gehen wir erstmal weiter. Und wir haben den Staubwedel behalten. Ich bin ja ganz begeistert, dass wir teilweise Gegenstände behalten, nachdem wir sie einmal genutzt haben. Sehr selten.
It's unlocked. Hope I don't get into trouble over this.